beautiful people of the world. It is me, Nisha, and welcome to my channel. As you all can see below, this is a story time, and it's not a very good story time. It's more like a sad, emotional story time. This is like my second time filming this because I realized I left details out in the story, and I don't know what I'm gonna call this story time. Like, I legit don't. And I have an idea, but it sounds harsh, but it's a harsh truth, and it's a harsh reality that I have been living with for 20 years now. So December 1st, 1996, my father was murdered. He was murdered by teenagers. I'm not sure as to how many it was, but he was murdered by teenagers. Now, I'm going to go back as to how my mother and father met, and that's the way you all can, you know, get a little background about his life, my life, my mom's life, everybody's life around me that I love. So my mom, she was 18 at the time, and this time my mom, she was in foster care. That's another story time for another day. But she basically was like feeding for herself at this point when she was in high school. And so, like I said, she was 18 in high school, and my father, he was out of school. He actually did not graduate from high school, but he was out of school. He was 21. So they met because they both worked at Church's Chicken in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I know exactly which Church's Chicken she worked at because we used to pass by it when we used to go to my sister's house. It's off Moreland Drive, and I don't know what's there now. It was something else. I think it's a car wash right there now, but it's like off more like if you're going back towards 20 East, 20 West, you'll see it sits on this side. Anyway, there's neither here nor there, but it's how they met, and they, I don't know if they instantly clicked. She didn't say that, but they was together. He went to her prom, and I'll probably insert a picture of their prom at the end of this video clip. At the end of this video, yeah, that's how they met. And my father had already had one son prior to meeting my mom. Like, my brother was already born, and my mom and dad was together. He cheated on my mom, and I don't know if they were broken up, but I know he cheated on her. And I don't know if they was broken up when my other brother was conceived, but yeah, he was born, and then I was next. So we're like, me and my brother, the second one, we're like a year apart, you know. So it's not exactly a year apart, but we're like a year apart, you know. And then my sister came along. So my dad had 2 boys and 2 girls. And the crazy and weird thing about it is, like, my 2 brothers, they're born in October, and their birthday are like 3 days apart, I think. 2 days apart, either 2 or 3 days apart. And me and my sister, we're both born in August, which made us 2 days apart as well. We're both Virgos. They're both Libras. No, one is a Libra, and I don't know what the other sign is after October. I'm gonna find out, and when I do, I'll insert it right here. But is it a Scorpio? I don't know. Anyway, so that's how that went with my father. And as children, you don't know what your parents are going through, like, as a couple, or even just as an individual themselves. And we did not know what my father was going through or what he was doing with his life. My mom kept it very secluded from us. Like, we just knew that our father loved us and we loved him. They broke up, I don't know what year, but I was like devastated, and I was so sad. I was like, this cannot be happening. Like, I want my mom and dad to be together. Like, I think every child wants that for them their parents, for their parents to be together. But when you have a toxic relationship, it just can't happen. You know, sometimes you have to let somebody go, no matter how much you love them. And that's what happened. That's what Mom did. She let my father go. She loves him very much. She still loves him to this day. His birthday was actually yesterday, which I filmed on Sunday, a day before his birthday. But his birthday was yesterday, Monday, January 16th. So, this video will be up tomorrow, Wednesday, January 18th. And, I think around about December, his birthday is a hard time. I don't realize it now until, like, my mom points it out. But when I was younger, I definitely had a hard time. You can tell. Anyway, so as you know, he had 2 boys, 2 girls. My mom broke up because he did things he did things that wasn't in his character. That's how she put it, and she left it at that, and that'd be the end of it. So, yeah, we're just gonna jump right into that night. My mom told me to go upstairs with my sister. My sister was taking a shower. I keep saying shower. My sister was taking a bath, and she told me to go upstairs with my sister. As I'm not sure why. But oh, hold on, before I jump into that. Even though my mom and father broke up, like, he was very involved in our life. Very, very involved. He called us every Friday, if not every Friday. He called to check on, see how he was doing. If we wasn't going with him every weekend, it was every other weekend. So he made sure he was in our lives, and not only our lives, but my brother's life. The firstborn son. The secondborn son, not so much. We knew about him and we knew of him, but it wasn't his fault as to why, like, he wasn't in my brother's life. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. It wasn't his fault at all. He tried to reach out, and you know how some others can be. So I'm gonna leave that alone, and I'm gonna leave that right there. Anyway, so my mom told me to go upstairs with my sister. I did. Now, I'm confused as to why. I had already took my bath, but I was confused as to why I have to go upstairs with her. I thought that maybe her and her friend have to talk about something. So she just said, go upstairs in the bathroom, and I'll be there in a minute. So I walked in, and my sister was like, get out. I said, Mom told me to come in here. She told me to sit in here with you. I don't know why. So it felt like a long time. I want to say 5 minutes. It could have been shorter, but when you're a child and you're sitting in the bathroom and your sister's sitting in the tub giving herself a bath, that's not what you want to see. You know what I'm saying? So she finally came in the bathroom, and she closed the door, and she was like, do you know why I called you all here? Well, do you know I called you in here? I was like, no, I don't know. And she was like, well, your grandma called me, which was his mother. She called me to tell me that your father was killed. And me, it takes a long time for me to process things, whatever. So when she said that, it hit me like right there. Now I'm trying not to cry. It hit me like a ton of bricks, because my dad was like my world. He was my everything. And to not have the one person that you could talk to about any and everything, even at night, it hurt. Like, he's the only person I can go to and, like, tell him how I felt, and he would give me advice. So it took a long time for me to process what Mom said, and then I don't even know if it was like 5 seconds later, 10 seconds later, I started crying, because my father's no longer here. My father was a great man. He was a great man. And the fact that somebody took his life, or some people took his life, over some bullshit, it blows my mind. Like, I'm still confused to this day. He was going to the store for his girlfriend, Valerie. to get some cigarettes for her. I remember he promised me he was gonna stop smoking and stop drinking, and they were in Athens, I think, and he walked to the store for her. He walked to the store for her to get the cigarettes. I guess he didn't want her to be out with him, so he told her to stay at the hotel and he'll go. And they walked, as my father walked out the gas station, some couple of teenagers walked up to him and asked for his money. He said he didn't have any, and he was blocking with his left hand, like I don't have it, with the bags in his hand. And they stabbed him like right here. And whoever was, they kept, like, I guess somebody heard the commotion. They called the ambulance. They rushed him to the fire station, which I didn't understand why, but my mom told me you're supposed to rush them to the nearest emergency place for them to get help, and that was the nearest emergency place. And the firefighters couldn't help him because they didn't have any first aid or supplies to help him, so they rushed him to the hospital, and he didn't make it. He didn't make it. And I was a daddy's girl. Like, I was a daddy's girl. A lot of folks say that my dad didn't whoop me or whatever, like he thought I could do no wrong. And it hurts that he was not here to watch us grow up, to watch me walk across the stage to graduate, to see his firstborn, well, not his firstborn, but his grandchild, his grandchildren grow up, especially my child or my sister's children. That hurts so bad. It still hurts the fact that I know one day I want to get married and he won't be able to walk me down the aisle. The little daughter and father dances I couldn't go to because he wasn't there to take me. Those things like that, it would make me mad. And for so long, I blamed him, I blamed myself, I blamed my mom. Then during his funeral, his girlfriend Valerie was there, and as the pastor was talking, or whatever, she got up to go to his casket. She looked at him and she bent down and kissed him, and she walked out. That made me mad. I was mad at her. I'm still mad at her. Like, I don't care. I know you're supposed to forgive and forget, but I can never forgive and forget because my father isn't here. I can never forget that night. My mom told me my father is dead. I can never forget the fact that I'm seeing my father laying in a casket, lifeless. I can never forget that. I can never forgive her for that. I've healed, and I know that my dad's presence is all around me. That's a story time for another day as well. But I know he's watching over us, and I know that he loves us, and I know he's proud of me and my sister. And not only me and my sister, my brother as well. My brother changed his life around for the better or the sake of his children. And I'm proud of my brother for that, and I love him for that. And I love my sister too. I don't supposed to be crying, guys, at all. I know y'all's gonna tell me it's okay to cry, but it seems like it does not bother me until I'm thinking about it or someone brings it up, and that's when I start crying. And I don't want to be a crier. This story time is so long. It's like 15:24, and I'm still having to insert like clips and pictures and stuff like that. Guys, beautiful people of the world, I love each and every one of you. I just want you all to cherish the moments you have with your loved ones. I don't care if y'all fighting over something petty, over money, over rent, whatever the case may be. Life is too short to be fighting over stupid shit. It really is, because you can see that person today, and then tomorrow you wake up and you hear that they're no longer here. You know, I'm going to use the same that I always say, and I know everybody else say this, but he's just telling me this way to say bye to him. He told me to never say bye. I always say see you later. So to my beautiful people of the world, this is not a goodbye. This is a see you later. So until I see you all Friday, deuces and smooches. Bye.